as good as it goes on Mondays.
Yeah, yes.
Feels like we're just here.
Yeah, funny about
that. You're in trouble with my wife as well.
He's taking up too much of your time.
This is the 4th movie she's had to watch by herself without me due to your mass conglomerate of eggs.
Oh, and what movie is that, pray tell?
I don't know. I'm in here. I can't tell. I started to watch one last night before it came up here that looked awesome, and then Shree told me all about it tonight, sitting at the bench in the kitchen. I got informed how the movie finished. Sounded quite good. Don't even know what it was, but it was cool, whatever it was.
I've watched a couple of kids have been at me. Been watching the new Hawkeye series from Marvel. That's pretty good. My daughter's a Marvel freak, so been watching that. Been enjoying that, and then we watched Red Notice the other night. That was quite good with The Rock and what's his name?
The other dude.
The other dude and Wonder Woman. Good with all the names tonight. Ryan Reynolds. That was it.
All the cool ones, yes.
Yeah. So, but watching that. What's the other series? Started watching another series with that's called Wheels of Time. I think it is on Prime. Whatever that is, Prime TV, something like that. So that's all right. Watch anything's a bit different. See what's around.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Something different. And what are we cutting tonight?
So tonight, fun times. So this is one of my nice black and gold jungle boys over one of my really nice Fluoro Zeb Jag lines I've been working on for quite a few years. So got Jags as well, but finally got the girl to go. She bred not last year, the year before.
Yeah.
And I've actually got a little showing for later. So actually, instead of being, have you got one of those to show? And I'm like, it's all the way in the front room. I actually dragged him out.
Get your finger out and got one out earlier.
I did, just so we can see what one looks like. Because the thing with these guys, and for those that haven't bred a lot of Jags, with the fluoro lines, the whiter they are as babies, the brighter yellow they become. So they're very cool. Yeah.
Nice white hatchies turn into bright yellow adults.
That's it. So the whiter they are, the better they are. And the nicer they will turn out. So, so I've had a few generations and working on them. So they're getting up there in percentage. So these will be 97%, pure jungle versus mixed Jag, something or other at one point in time.
Yep.
I don't know at what point. I mean, theoretically or technically, they'll never ever be pure, so to speak. But I know they normally have so many generations before it's deemed as acceptable, like Aussie Bulldogs, if you want to talk. I think it's like 5 or 6 generations, and they start considering it to be another breed.
The real deal.
Yeah. So,
nice.
Same with some of these guys. A few people in the house.
Yeah, Troy the Gangster's in. It was just getting another quick genetics lesson. I think I broke his brain. He got to learn to do genetics backwards. That's the trick to working out things much easier. Backwards genetics.
Yep.
Charlie Deeb, as always. G'day, buddy.
Mate.
Put the wife on hold. She's on hold. She's unhappy, but she's on hold.
Probably talking about his wife as well as yours.
Yeah,
both on hold.
All the wives are on hold at the moment.
Mine's not here, so I'm lucky.
Look at you go. Night off. Peter, g'day, mate. A couple of regulars.
Peter.
Mitchell. See some yellow babies, of course. Donna Bennett, as always. At least you're on time, Donna. Good work. Thanks for showing up.
That means it'll be a good cutting tonight. No excuses.
Yeah, now Donna's here. We're safe.
Yeah.
We know wild types.
Yeah.
Good luck tonight, Daz. Need some more colour from Bo.
Hopefully. Hey, Liam.
Tremaine. Keen to see this one. Yes, everyone's keen. Loving the fluoro stuff. I remember one year you took one of those fluoro Zeb Jags to the expo. Can't remember which one it was. Put it on display and pissed everyone off because everyone was like, I want to buy that one. It's just for display. And then everyone's coming to my stand. Have you got anything like that thing Darren's got? And I was like, Darren, piss off with your Zebra Jag, will you?
I don't think it was that polite. I'm sure it wasn't that polite.
There was several discussions on the matter.
Several cuss words were used.
Stop bringing things like that people want that you can't sell them. Very annoying.
Well, you got to hold these things back. It's always the key.
Matty Trav's worst superhero of all time. Oh, that's a bit harsh. Jesus.
Who's that?
What you were talking about before with all your Marvel lovers.
Oh, Hawkeye.
David, hey guys. Mr. Jaspers.
Okay.
That's a Jags. Can't miss this one.
Gary.
Venom stuff in from YouTube again. Good to see the YouTube going. Me and Darren just spent some 5 minutes trying to get mine going before I said some nasty words and shut down YouTube.
Cursed.
Still not going for me. Adam, g'day, mate.
Hi, mate.
Lunga, how you going? Going good. Mr. Muz Williams, running through YouTube. Well, Darren is. Me, no. Still having some issues. G'day from the Gong, Stephen. G'day from down south.
G'day, mate.
Take your weather back to the Gong, will you? Sydney's sick of it.
Oh, God. I mean, what?
Should be summer soon, surely. Sorry to the wives. Yeah, the wives are getting a hard time through egg season, but it happens.
Never know. Maybe the wives are actually happy that we're away and not harassing them. So that could be positives. Not really.
Sometimes it could be a trick. Could be a trick.
Yeah.
Good to see you enjoying the videos.
Yeah, is everything all right? Yes. Oh, no, I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. What? No, I get that. What could be wrong? Oh, God, we're going to play this game.
Yeah.
What couldn't be wrong?
Yeah, then you'll guess, and then you get it wrong, and then you're in twice as much trouble, and it just multiplies. Off you go.
Gaz Langley, g'day, mate. Mr. Fresh Blood himself. Good luck, Daz. Loving these lines from old Kurt. Kirk. Dylan Parker, g'day, mate. Got one of the Fluoro Jags from Daz. Absolutely stunning. You were lucky, mate. You must have snuck one out the back door because
only privileged people get them, mate.
They don't go everywhere. Oh, Mr. Phil again. Phil Colvin back in the house. G'day, mate. Kelly. G'day, Kel.
Hey, Kel. Hope you're doing well.
I was thinking one of those people. Yep. Nice size clutch. How many did we get, Daz? This is like, it's a monster for a jungle line thing.
Yeah, it was 20. One was to the side, so it went off, but 19. So one was, we talked about the other night, it pipped. He poked his head out and was stuck. So I actually cut the egg a little bit so it poked its head back in, and it just went, no, I'm not going, and just launched itself out.
Bolted.
So that egg's actually empty.
It's another one.
Over there in the tub, he was a wild type.
Saw your head and went, I'm out of here.
Probably, yeah, most likely. It's normally what happens. So, yeah, it's one out. One's ejected out of the egg at an almighty pace.
One out, and 18 to cut?
18 to cut, yes.
Peter, can't wait for the expo next year. Will you guys be there? I'm looking at buying up big. Well, if you're buying up big, mate, we'll be there just for you.
Yep.
We will be there, but we've had this complaint several times that the expos are a little bit early for people who breed reptiles, funny enough. That February 8th, the first one or something?
6th, I think it is.
6th, something like that. Whatever that is. Back to back.
When I talking to Cole South from Hawkesbury, they're trying to do it to try to tie up and align so that they're not matching the weekend of the Vic Herps Society show down in Victoria, which would be good because it would actually be nice, time and COVID and all that sort of stuff aside. It's nice to go down there to see how they do it south side. So down in Melbourne, so that would be a good thing. But yeah, definitely a bit later in the season. You just have to talk to everybody at the show that actually you're selling stuff there, and like pretty much everyone's in the same boat. Like, we're trying to get things feeding. It's not. They might be feeding, but I don't know. In my books, I like to give them at least 10, 12 plus feeds, sort of thing, before I sell something. And
absolutely
struggle sometimes.
It's asking for drama sometimes, some of the stuff I see on display. But anyway. Just if you're buying something, buy something that looks like it's had 10 feeds is the answer.
Yeah, that's it. So, well, we won't get on that topic of shows. It's always one of those things.
That'll unravel can of worms. You start snipping while I run through the last of these comments, mate. So we're hoping for what? Fluoro Zeb Jags.
Yeah, Zeb Jags is obviously what I'm looking forward. I've got
Fluoro Zebras.
So just Zeb Jags. Zeb Jags mostly is kind of what I'm looking for. Just to be able to put the jungle over top and produce a bit of everything. So rather than just doing one or the other. And,
nice mix.
Yep.
Katie Gordon.
Make sure that I'm here so people can say it.
Katie says hello. Finally made it for another snip. I'm day 53 and now busting. Yes, painful them last couple of days. Just hang tight. It won't be long. You'll see little heads.
Oh, there we go. Straight off the bat.
You'd swear that's xanthic. Looking at it straight out of the egg. If you had nothing else to gauge it against.
It's funny actually. I actually asked Neil Jonesy and mind blank. They put up a photo of it was nice. It looked more like a normal jungle to me, and I actually asked, "How do you tell the difference?" Because like you look at that and you could go, "Yeah, that's xanthic." Well, it's not. There's no xanthic in this whatsoever.
Yep.
And they actually turned into a bit of a
difference.
Shit fight, not with Neil or not with the other guys, but someone else. So I'm trying to put down the line. It's not at all. It was a genuine curiosity. Like, how do you tell? And they put up a photo of the xanthic ones, and you could see there's more of a blue tinge. So you can see in this one, it's more of a silvery grey colour or lighter colour. Yep. Whereas, with the xanthics that popped out the other night, there was those hints of blue.
Yeah, definitely.
Difference. So when you see that, it's like, okay, makes sense now.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you got all the snakes in front of you, I guess you get the advantage of seeing the difference of, xanthic to a normal.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of striping here at the back of his.
Zeb Jags quite often get that awesome dorsal line.
Yep.
That's nice though. I like it. Good start.
Beautiful. Yeah. So Zeb Jags won.
Zeb Jag won. Are we betting on this? What do we got to bet?
I don't know. I've lost already.
Well, you already got a winner out. What can we bet that's going to make this work?
Well, I have to pause then.
Zebras to normals? It can be Jags or Zebras versus wild types.
What about the Jags? Where do they?
No, they live on my side. Of wild types and Jags are mine. Zebras and Zebra Jags are yours. Your team Zebra, or I'm team wild type.
Oh, I think. Geez, those odds don't sound very good. How come you get the wild types?
It should be half and half. Yeah. Or do you want to take Jags versus normals? Then I'll have Zebras and normals, and you can have Zebra Jags and Jags.
How about I get Zebs, you get Jags? Zeb Jags are neutral territory, and wild types are neutral territory. You get Jags, I get Zebs. There we go. How's that one?
I get normal Jags, and you get normal Zebs.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll make it even more difficult. Righto, since there's nothing out already, so someone write that down. This will be for a litre of Kahlua, this one.
All right.
Or whatever litre of...
Get out the purple people eater. So, Brent.
I want Jags.
Jag TV.
Does.
Zeb
Zebs. All Jags are out of... Zebra Jags are out of play.
Yeah. That way.
And wild types are out of play.
Yep, that's it. Simple.
All right, sounds fair. Lock it in, Eddie.
Lock it in.
I could lose my bottle, or I could be up another.
So it's a 1 litre.
1 litre Kahlua. Make it official.
It's a KHLUA.
KHALUA. That'll do. That'll do.
Something or other. We know what it means.
It's official. Righto, lock it in, Eddie.
God, I could be broke.
No pressure. Makes it more exciting for me, mate. I'm not cutting eggs. So.
No. Doesn't make it good for me. I just think I get to cut eggs and then give away.
Go to Dan Murphy's every day and buy something.
already told Ness next time she goes to buy one. And I'd say, I'd say that was a zebra.
Zebra? Of course you'd cut a zebra straight away after making that bet. Oh, hang on.
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Could be just a jungle.
Yeah, it's,
a bit of a line.
It's hard because the head pattern's a little bit broken.
Yeah, it's more pattern on the head than I would say for zebra.
Yeah, possibly.
I'd say it could be either a wild type. I don't think it's a jag. So I'll say it's just a wild type.
I'll put it in the wild type pile.
Mark it down as a wildie. Well, Robert, same bat time, same bat channel. G'day, mate.
Well,
it's becoming very regular thanks to Darren's egg collection of the century. Elizabeth,
if I get sneaky peeks, can I, put it back and say it's dead in the egg and don't show
it? Full disclosure. Oh, what do you know? What is that beautiful looking thing?
That is a jag.
Looks like just a jag to me.
Just a jag.
Bingo, thank you. Look at the colour though. That is going to be bright.
Yeah. One that I hatched out last year was like white as. It's absolutely stunning. And it's just starting to glow now. It's going to be an amazing animal when he gets older. So that goes
colouring out well.
That goes over here in Brett's pile.
One to the Jags. Nothing on Team Zebra yet.
Nothing on Team Zebra. This is not good.
It's early. Stay calm.
We'll go through all the pipped eggs first. Someone getting impatient.
Get the ones out you can't cheat on. Elizabeth finally made it. Good work.
I'll have to run around and find some other zebras. Oh, look how big this one is.
That looks like a jaguar. Come on. Oh, I don't know. Oh yes. Oh, yes. Bingo. 2 from 2.
That's gonna be
now
nice.
We're on a streak now. Look at the contrast on it. That's it. I love the saddles on that when you get those almost perfect symmetrical saddling.
Yeah. I've actually got some with stripes down the back. And you might be able to, I don't know if you can pick it up, but where the saddles are, there's actually a slightly lighter colour inside. So as they get older, you get a black circle and off sort of colour in the middle. A bit like some of the jungles you used to get.
Yep, they get that sort
colours, mate.
Yeah, intermediate saddle sort of blending colour.
Bloody 2 for Brent.
Going well. Richard Hudson, may the gods be with you, Daz. Well, they're going well for me so far. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
Alan Walker, g'day, mate.
Hey, Al.
Good to see Al in the house. And Penrith man. Rachel, real estate queen. If you ever want to sell your house in the Hawkesbury, talk to Rachel Gambrel. Find myself back here watching more snakes. Well, that's good. See, we've got an addict coming. New snake lover in the house.
Dun, dun, dun.
Zebra Jag?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. I was hoping I could bluff for being a zebra.
No, you can't bullshit me, mate. That's a Zebra Jag. Look at those.
I was going to just cover it up and just show the head and go, oh, look at that really nice. Look at that.
You'll have to do better than that, mate. That's a disqualification from you. So still no zebra for you. Cracking Zebra Jag, though. So you said you wanted Zebra Jags. Now you get one and you're not happy. There's just no pleasing you.
I'm happy. It's going to be an expensive happy.
Only $50 a litre, mate. Come on. Think of all the wide tops you'll sell out of this clutch. It'll be more than $50 worth.
Oh, look out! This egg sneezed. You don't want to dirty our names down there.
Don't wreck our bet. It's got COVID-19.
Yeah, if I lose, it might get covered in albumin.
No, mate, it's official already. Mitchell, January, I reckon before we get any heat, summer's not looking so summery so far, but I got a feeling, Jaguar something, I got a feeling that summer's going to come soon and absolutely annoy us.
That's going to be a cracker.
Look at the stripe on that. Wow. A zebra jag, you think, or just a jag?
I think it might be a Zeb Jag. Look at the head pattern.
Fairly broken up. I'd
probably go Jag, I think.
I don't know. I was going to give you that one as zebra jag, I think. Head broken up a bit. See a bit more of the body, maybe. I'll take it as a jag if you're going to mark it down for me.
Not anymore.
Put it in there to be decided later. If we have to go to a tiebreaker, we'll come back to that.
So it's got dots on the side. Can we call it an oscillate?
Yeah, well, there's circles there. Definitely oscillate. Katie's saying you've got a echo on your stream, does you? Got two microphones, one of your computer, one's going, and the other one or something?
Don't think so. Shouldn't have.
No.
Down.
Sounds all right on my end.
I want to rate my phone.
It's all right. Katie's swapping to my stream, so she's coming on Team KHP, right, which is fine with me.
Good. Oh, yeah. See, when you look at the... Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm getting jaggish, I'm afraid. But anyway,
it's definitely jag. But
we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna debate
undecided. If we need it, we'll debate it later. If you can pull it out as a backup if you need the numbers. Kurt Jaspers, clutches are all due starter next month. I've got a Bradley Gill. I just went into prelay for 75% Bradley. Very cool.
Nice.
Amy Nicole, hello.
Well, is it no one? This one? Wild type.
Just a fully wild.
Yep.
Lots of pattern. And if you had to have a wild type, it'd be nice to be a high yellow jungle if you had to have a wild type in a clutch. So not a bad thing having a wild type in this clutch.
No, I actually kept quite a few from the clutch I had last year because it was the first clutch I produced at that high percentage. And
yep.
the wild type that came out of it are just the absolute crackers, like absolutely stunning.
Yep,
probably
perfect.
I might even bring some to the show. It just depends on how we go, just to display some stuff. But yeah, one striped and
or not. Stop bringing stuff not for sale. Annoying the crowd. Katie swapped over, much better ears. You must have some sort of echo from the second camera, does.
Yeah, it shouldn't be picking up from my phone.
You got the mute on the microphone on one of them. Kelly's saying 13th of Feb for Penrith. Ryan, g'day, mate.
That'd be no. I just muted myself on
one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't hear me, so.
Yep, excellent. Oh, I can still hear you, so you're still working.
Yeah. Another little wild type in there.
So, good looking wild type. Yep. Emily Jane from the UK again. Good morning. Looking forward to this clutch. Regular viewer from overseas.
All right, into the. Oh, no, there's a little slip there. Oh, this one's had a little cut there. Right. Not having much success. It's like
no zebras yet, mate. I'm glad you picked zebras for yourself. No Enteresia cutting tonight. Gosdy, any Enteresia? None. Well, Joe Birch. G'day, Joanne. No Enteresia for you either. So all carpets tonight.
Oh, that'll be a Zeb.
Oh, just zebra?
Yeah.
Finally, Daz is on the board.
If we can't back the head out a little bit. No, that's coming up at all.
It's a zebraish head.
Yeah.
Just a zebra.
You get the light reflection on it.
You finally got one.
There we go. Everyone come out the word and say hello.
Nice tight zebra pattern.
Yeah. Jagged edges.
Garth ranking probably Faye sneaking in on Garth's account once again.
Probably going to get his account. Probably trying to get his account banned now.
I wonder if Garth edits all her comments and posts before she gets all the accounts locked up.
I could see Garth sitting there in his chair going, Faye, what are you writing now?
Stop it, Faye. Bloody public menace. Bloody Faye and Teresa.
What's this going to be? Oh, another Zeb.
Another Zeb, maybe. God, look at the streak.
Another Zeb.
See the head broken up. Let her.
Just try and get this light in here. See if that helps at all. Does that help at all?
Yeah. I know a lot of head there. You reckon it's a Zeb, though? You take it as a Zeb?
Yeah, if I can get his head out a little bit.
How many clutches tonight, Dylan? Just the one, mate. Does have enough eggs in this one to make a whole show?
Yeah. There's plenty of other stuff coming.
Yep.
Do you concur?
Oh, mate, by the head, I don't know. It's
pretty dark.
There's a lot of reflection there. It is broken up a bit in the middle, I suppose.
Yeah.
You reckon it's a Zeb, mate? I'll let you have it.
So we can put it. We'll put it here beside this one.
Put it in the to be reviewed pile.
Put it next to the cracker.
If it's going to matter.
All right. Do you want to select the next, sir?
Mate, top left.
Top left.
Stephen Johnson. Has anyone produced a Super Zebra Jag? Sure have. I've done Super Zebra Jags. I've done albino Super Zebra Jags. I think I even have possibly a Sunglow Super Zebra Jag.
Cracking animals too.
All happening in this super land here. Oh, wow, that's nice.
Hello.
Zebra Jag?
Yes.
One of the better combos we're hoping for.
Yep. You can see how whiter this one is. Going back to what I was saying earlier, the whiter they are.
Brighter they get.
A really light background. Yeah. This will be quite a good looking animal.
Yep, that's what Brody was asking. The whiter they are, the more fluoro. Absolutely. And that one is going to be a cracker.
If I can get that right. It looks like it's almost. I was going to say, it looks like it's got a D in the middle of the head, but it's got a C. I won't say what that's for.
C for Charlie Deebs, maybe?
Yeah, no.
C for typical temperament of some jungles.
See ya. They are feisty.
Can be nasty.
They love their food, though.
Oh, yeah. They should feed well. Love fingers. Sharon, evening?
Anything.
Troy, he won't pay up. He will pay up, Troy. He's a man of his word, Darren. I know where he lives, too. It always helps.
No money, no honey.
David, what will the wild type be het for?
These guys, nothing.
Het for nothing.
No, because they're incomplete dominant, Zeb and Jag. They'll either be Zeb or Jag, or they won't be anything.
Yep. Almost pure jungles. 97%. So no need for het mixed into anything. Just fluoro wild types and fluoro Jags.
Yeah, I've kept them this way because I noticed a number of years ago, obviously everybody was crossing into, which is fine, albino and exantic and everything else. And just actually good quality high yellow jungle Jags and Zeb Jags and stuff just went around. So kind of dedicated a few animals to just keep that lineage going. And what are these? But I think these are might be F3, I think. I'd have to go back. So I was lucky to get a really nice cracking Jag that was already 75% jungle.
Yeah, I remember when those first, everyone was rushing for the zebra het albinos, trying to get albino zebras going, and didn't Darwin muddy up some of that beautiful zebra pattern and colour? I remember being at expos when people were selling zebra had albino stuff in the early days and thinking, gee, I hope the albino zebras are good because their heads aren't pretty.
Yeah, exactly. And that was why I stuck this. Mate,
That's beautiful, that one does.
I'm thinking it's a Zeb. Look at the pattern on the banding.
Definitely looks Zeb down the sides.
Yeah. Very dark in the head, but it's definitely broken up. I don't know if you can see the head. Very similar to the head on the other one.
I'd pay that a zebra, mate.
Yeah, it's very, very similar to that. If I actually compare it to this one, who's got his head just sitting there. Actually, it's very, very similar.
Yeah.
Very dark. But anyway, we'll leave that one there. Just
Katie says, watching with a 6-month-old daughter, teaching a young. That's young. That's good. Kids have zero fear of animals. They're only taught fear of snakes by parents that are scared of snakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Kids are straight into it.
All right, what's this one going to be, you reckon?
Just a jag, mate. Just a jag. Come on, catch me up. Oh, I think I'm one behind now.
No, well, we're even Stevens based on these two here, and then we've got the. I think it might be
a suspect.
Yep, and then I think I'm on the fence with that one.
Maybe
when you see him out of the egg, we can actually take him more of the whole body and the head and everything. Makes it a little bit easier.
Yep.
Oh, I spoke to you soon.
And just a jag. Bingo. Beautiful. Right on cue. Nice. Beautiful contrast too. Outstanding work. Thank you, young Jaguar.
Oh, nice. There's going to be some nice ones in here.
Very nice. Love the contrast.
Yep.
And
they'd
be
beautiful on the back there.
Yeah, it'd be beautiful if they stayed like that even, but going fluoro yellow is not a bad alternative.
Nah, not wrong. God, I got to put this over in this pile here. That sucks.
Yes, beautiful. In the jag pile, thank you. Tyler Copley. G'day, good-looking blokes. Tyler said hello to me. He's not talking to you. Justin Norman, g'day, mate.
Thanks, everyone, for popping in. I'm sure everyone was bored at home on a Monday.
Going well. Goes Langley. Zeb Jags stunner. Mate, they're all stunner so far. Even if this is one that anything from a wild type zebra jag, and just the Jags, my favourites in this clutch, they're all stunners so far. There's no nothing too wild.
So that's a wild type.
Yep. I was going to say wildy try there.
Yeah.
And that little thin dorsal line on that one?
Well, it's just on the side. No.
No, it's at the side, is it? I can see a bit of line. Yep.
Yeah. Mate, some, like I said before, a couple of wild tops that hatched out last season had some not really nice stripes.
Yep.
But can't see him on this guy. He's just more your typical jungle sort of pattern.
Excellent. Looking good.
Still nice. So we got that one. Add that to the pile over here.
Cheering for the wild types. Yeah, I'm happy with the wilds tonight.
Yeah. All right, this is a bit of a squishy egg. What will it be? Let's go,
Jaguar. Let's go. Mania, Sprout. Hello, Sprouty. Finally caught alive.
Hey, mate.
Got the kid to bed and managed to get a live show. Good job. Faye says absolute gorgeous hatchlings. Not looking good.
Not looking good for some.
Not looking jagish. That's looking a little bit zebra-ish to me.
Absolutely. Let's see when I'd say that's a Zeb. I don't think it's a Zeb Jag. It's a little bit too dense in the patterning.
Yes, I'd have to say I'm thinking that zebra, sadly. Annoyingly.
Awesomely. Good. Need a couple of Zebs.
Keep it even. You've got to keep it down to the last. We've still got another row of eggs up there, or is that the last three?
Last three.
Oh,
one's up top, the ones we've cut.
It's going to go right down to the wire again.
As long as it goes down to the wire in my favour. Even a 3 and 3. I'll take this one. You can call the next egg. And pray to the egg gods.
I'll just call for a wild type just to go safe, maybe.
So I'm going to go. I've got a Zeb Jag feeling.
You're getting Matty Travs. Do you get the higher black in these as well?
Yeah, the black's quite solid.
Holds up.
Yep. In the Jags, obviously the Zeb's a little bit more broken.
Excellent.
Try to cut with a folded egg there.
Oh, Joe Payne. G'day, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
I haven't announced IRS yet, but we are booked in. Excellent.
Awesome.
Message me, Joe Payne, my best friend. Message me.
Send us the deets.
I'm just going to annoy the shit out of you till you do, so just get it done. I'll keep a secret as always. Good work, Joe. Good to see. Hopefully we're going to have a COVID-free year 22 and we can get back to normal expos all over the place in Sydney.
Oh, that'd be nice. Well, that was another reason.
Central Coast.
That was another reason why Cole was trying to pull it forward just in case. Another strain's broken out.
Yep.
It's just a Jag in here. Sorry, why not in? Come on.
Just a Jag? What do you mean, just a Jag?
Yeah, it's just a Jag because it's just going to your tally. Oh, there we go.
There's that. Look at that Jaguar head. Wow. Beautiful Jaguar. Thank you. Team Jaguar.
Team Jag.
Nice symmetrical head pattern too. Love it.
Oh, pressure's on. Pressure is on. He's like awesome. 4-3 now. I could be down.
Come on, one more Jag. Seal it up now with a Jag. Get it done, mate.
No. I was going to let you pick the egg. You pick the egg. Which one do you want?
Right side Jaguar.
Right, so you know for the dot egg.
Go for the kill. To kill right now. Just finish it.
Dot egg. It's going in. Do I get to sneak peek, or do I have to be nice and not sneak peek?
You can sneak peek if you like. It's not going to change what's in it. I don't like how dark it's looking. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Oh,
I do like it. I do like it a lot.
He likes it.
Oh, love it. Hello, Jaguar.
We could be even because, we still got this one here that I think is...
Hey, don't go back to those others yet, mate. We're looking at the Jaguar.
That is a Jag. That's a nice one.
Looking great.
So this one's got some of that dorsal striping.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Hopefully you get a couple with some full length, nice striping. Adding some striping to that would be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Corey Farr, g'day, mate. Been loving these cutting videos. Makes me excited to cut my last clutch. I'm doing white line ghosts, and my next clutch is striped white line ghosts. Nice. They will be crackers, no doubt. Adding some polygenic stuff into some recessive stuff always makes them a little bit more refined. Zebra. What's the score before we cut the last one? What's in the definite?
The will of the gods.
4-3 and 2 maybes.
Well, you've got 5.
5.
I've got 3 and I think a 4th, but we'll play with that one later.
Maybe.
So I'm saying that currently I'm saying it's you 5 and me 4.
4. Okay.
3 confirm these 3. Yep.
Yep. So if this one's a Jag, you're 100% in the bin.
Yeah.
No video ref required.
100% I'm screwed again.
Hey, nice. Glenn Thomas, g'day, mate.
Okay.
Been hatching out some cool stuff in the last week or two, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah. A few people
nice. I don't like the sound of that laugh much.
Yeah, that was the idea of it. I don't know. Oh, what have we got here?
Wow, how could you say that till last?
Hey, a little zebra. Look at that.
Just a zebra. Nice Zeb. Cool pattern.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, but it looks good.
There you do. Just absorb it in.
Yeah. Rebecca, evening, gentlemen, and Darren, the zebra lover. That's nice. I like that. That's very nice.
That's nice. That's 4 Zebs. So we've got 4 Zebs. We got
4 Zebs.
3 Zeb Jags.
Not the greatest result for Zeb Jags that you were hoping for the most of, but that's the way it goes.
We got 2 undecided. And we got 4 wild types. There's one over there in the tub which launched itself out of the egg earlier. So they're wild types. So this is interesting because we, see, I could have it in the bag here. We got to decide what this is. I think I don't know. Just snip some more egg.
Cut some more out. Dylan Parker, what's your guys' favourite mutation? We might come back to that after we work out what's going on there. The Jag I got off you, Daz, is a pistol. Quite often Jaguars have a bit of temperament issue.
Yeah.
Mate, cut it on screen so we can see, Daz, mate. I know what you're trying to slip other snakes in other eggs and stuff.
I get close, try to look to make sure I'm not actually
switching eggs around.
I'm going Zeb because when I can, jeez, these are wild type. When they come out of the egg, it's obviously a lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm happy to sit on the fence for that one.
I don't know. That head to me does not look. It's hard because you get a bit of reflection there from that light, so it's harder to pick the head.
Yeah. No, we'll just go with wild type for now. I'll happily call that wild type.
It's close. It's very close. Hard to say.
Yeah, a little bit more patting on the body when it comes out would be a bit of a giveaway.
But deciding, Jungle often get that little bit of a zebra look. It's just how tight that patterning is that separates the zebs from the wild types and the head pattern.
Yeah, we might have to have a vote on this one.
Ask the crowd. Anthony, love your work. Mr. Tanks by Congo. G'day, buddy.
Yeah, mate. I'm reckoning it's a Zeb.
You're hoping zebra?
Ah,
that middle part of the body looks more wild type. Not so zebra further down, eh?
yeah, I'm trying
to not squeeze it out.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you take the lead. I think it might be a Zeb, but I'm not.
Leave it in undecided pile, maybe.
I should have taken the. Maybe I should have taken the.
Should have taken wild types, mate.
Jags and Zebs. You had wild types and Jags. You'd have been at 9.
Yeah. Could have been all right.
3, 6, 8. So I would have stuffed up anyway. This thing is going to be nice. Pretty sure it's a Zeb Jag.
That's beautiful. Beautiful zebra jag with ocelots.
With lots of ots.
Lots of them. That's nice. That'd nearly have to be the pick of the clutch, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Very nice.
Might even be just a Jag. I'm pretty sure it's a Zeb Jag. I just think it's really reduced pattern.
They get those lines sometimes, the zebra jag. If it was just a jag.
You can see it in this one.
I think the head stamp would be a little bit heavier if it was just a jag.
It's almost got like a 2 stamp on the head.
I'll take it as just a jag if you like, but I think it's a zebra jag. That head pattern to me screams zebra jag.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's Zeb Jag. I think it's just, you see some like this guy, which has got that typical Zeb Jag broken down pattern.
Yeah. It's just a bit less exploded on the one on the left. Still broken up, though. Then put it up to one of the normal jags, you see the much heavier T-bar at the back of the head on one of the normal jags.
Yeah.
Much thicker, no dots.
Yep, same with the patterning, banding.
Yeah.
Let's going to be crazy. Oh, my wife will be happy. You're selling those? No. Are you crazy?
Tyler Coppergash, you selling any of these, Daz, or holding them all back?
No, I won't be holding
them all back.
Mate. Won't be holding them all back. Zeb Jags probably, maybe a Zeb or two. I'm not sure. I kind of just wait until things hatch out, like out of the egg and shed and feed and everything, and I'll kind of mark everything, and then I'll go on. Like I sold a few out of the clutch last year, but they're all turning out really nice. So
all going strong.
I got one of the Zeb Jags just over the back from year before. So I'm just going to make some room here, put these back in the tub, and then I'll just chuck him under the camera. So the other dude that hatched is hiding in here.
Wild type out early.
Yeah, that was the one that went, I'm free. You can normally see the more black and white in that.
Yep. Very nice.
So same deal. He'll turn out really nice and yellow. So I'm quite happy with that clutch. That's for sure.
Good result. Certainly some cracker Zeb Jags in there.
Yeah. Definitely happy.
Look at the deck. So what do we end up, mate? Is it a draw? Or are you going to tell me it's 5-5 now?
No, I'm gonna say I lost again.
I don't know. I thought it was bloody close.
Oh, well,
there's one that was suspect.
We'll keep it there. When they're all out of the egg, when they're actually all out, I'll have a good look.
Yeah, all right. I'll allow that.
So I'll take a photo. You know, there's, what did I say? There was 19 or something.
Tough clutch to get perfect all in the egg. So I'll allow you the out of egg experience.
Out of egg experience.
Just don't stitch me up. You have to come live on air and tell the results.
Yeah, no, I'll show you. I'll photograph the whole clutch and then I can screen share it. How's that sound?
You just tell me. You can't bullshit me. I know your lying face, your poker face.
I don't have one because I can't.
Carl Smith, my children only fear Mr. Bradley. Bradley, I saw him, still hasn't calmed down. It was evil, that thing, apparently. I never grew up and realised Carl wasn't all that evil.
Yeah, you can calm stuff down, but it does require quite a bit of work to...
A bit of time.
Yeah, time, effort. Oh, you're feisty.
Stress-free environment.
Yeah. So I'll just leave on these guys.
Manya, didn't get the kid to bed yet. Come on, Manya, it's past bedtime, 9:20. Still managed to watch half. Go to bed and put the earphones in and try and watch while the kid goes to sleep. Multitasking.
Multitasking.
Face is absolute gorgeous.
Thanks, mate. I'll just put that on. So give me a second. I'll just tidy up and clean up and get rid of some of the gunk here and clean the scissors. And then I'll put this guy down over here on the floor. The old tank.
Tara says, gorgeous clutch. I love them. A little prone to those Jags, though. So am I. They were outstanding to see all those Jaguars.
Here's a water bowl I prepared earlier. Now, in today's pottery lesson.
You're going to do a ghost scene or something with yourself now? Yeah. Hello, Mr. Zeb Jag.
Mr. Zeb Jag. I kind of, let me just, might see if I can bump the camera up a little bit higher.
How old is this one, mate?
Coming up to 2.
Is it violent?
Yep, absolutely. You're that.
It's got that little bit of a stance to it already.
Yeah, I thought I'd put him in there and cool down. And I guarantee I'll put my hand anywhere near it. He's just going to come out. Teeth and all.
Swinging.
Yeah. So.
We just let him sit there and be calm and be happy.
Yeah, and don't move.
Looking good. He's stalking you already. Tongue's going.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Mitchell. Winning again, maybe. We'll see when the numbers get out. We're going to have some wild nights cutting eggs with all the drinking. I've often talked to Daz about doing a drunk show one night.
That could be funny. Just trying
Could
to
be wild.
So you can see in this guy, you can actually see the striping like those other ones had down the center, down the dorsal, down the spine there.
Yep. Fairly unbroken, that one too.
So
And
nice, pretty clean too, in terms of the black and the edging and the bordering. And you can see on the sides, I'm not going to put my finger in there, but where I was saying before, where you've got the little colour coming through the black blotches on the side.
Yep. A little bit of pattern. There's a little ocelot there too, Daz.
Yeah.
Right, top left corner.
There's a few. There's a couple. So I just thought I'd bring it out. You put up photos and like, I'm sure people just think you're like maybe Photoshop or some shit ever use that thing. But I just thought it was showing you can see actually how bright he is as he is.
And obviously this one's still got some growing to do. So there's more colouring up to come still.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know if this was he or she. I've actually got two, and they're a pair. So
Excellent.
Probably going to pair them together. Obviously, obviously you've got the super zebra and albino, but I'd actually like to try to make a super zebra with that colour. They're just a natural kind of yellow. I think he's just like itching to just get in range to just shoot my face off. There we go.
There we go. Hello, Daz. Come closer. Is that plastic guy here? I heard teeth on plastic then.
Have you got just a lid? He's like, if you got a rat for me, I'm hungry.
Feed me. It's got that face on it, hasn't it? It's that jungle stance. Come at me.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. So there you go. So I thought we'd just share how they look. So and these ones I think will be a bit nicer. So this is the same line.
Strike coming.
Yeah. Just calm down there, buddy. Just calm
Get him.
down. Before it gets messy and he decides to launch out of the tub, and then there's going to be blood and chaos.
Leave his lid on. Let him calm down.
Yeah.
He comes out.
That's why I had some paper towel and a water bowl in there. Just keep him calm.
Keep him chilled.
Chilled. Yeah.
Very nice.
Put him over there out of the way so movement doesn't affect him too much.
Very good. David asked have the albinos had their first shed from that stripe clutch?
No, the stripe, the albino, yeah, some, yes. Sorry, I was thinking it's the pure ones that are still in the incubator, I think.
Some not yet stripes yet.
Some shed, so it's I've got to get them all feeding now.
Couple of stripes in there, you think?
Yeah, there was a couple of nice ones. Sometimes they don't show up as well, obviously on camera under a light. So there's certainly a couple that got a little K put on the tub for now. I'll tend to probably hold them for 3 or 4 months. Once they get feeding, get a bit of size and get a few sheds into them, and then have a look at them.
Reassessment.
So, yeah, they're quite nice. Like you can see the patterning, but then how it changes and how it colours up and all that sort of stuff.
They change a lot. The first 6 to 9 months is things go from average to exceptional with a shed or two.
Yeah. I kept a couple from last year as well. I sold a few off, and I think I kept like 4 or 5. I think nice in the clutch, and the yellow in them just glows. Like it just really glows. It's really really nice. So coming from that, excuse me, the striping on the boy, because when he was young. He's the same thing. His yellow was like a fluoro yellow, fluorescent yellow.
Yep.
So, but that striped albino boy has got a couple of girls looking very similar to him. So I'm really looking forward to him going over his daughters this year.
Yep.
So
next
and
generation.
That'll be striped, 2 stripes.
Nice.
Should produce theoretically some really nice stuff.
Far better polygenic results, surely.
Yeah, definitely. So,
we'll run a few questions.
Already thinking about the plans for next season. Haven't even hatched everything for this one yet. That's when you know you've got issues.
just pump food into those things you're thinking about and get them ready. So the option's there.
I just remember it was Kevin Milner was one I was talking to before about the Jungles. That was who it was.
Yep.
Mind blowing. Neil Jones and Kevin Milner. So lovely blokes.
Cool. Well, there's a couple of questions before we go then, Daz?
Yep, sure.
I'll try and keep it to an hour or so. Justin Norman, I have a Zebra Jungle who hasn't eaten in 3 weeks. I recently moved her from a hatchling box to a tank. Any advice on what I can do? All she wants to do is bite.
Put this one here. Just trying to find it. Box to a tank. When you say a hatchling box to a tank, it probably depends on the size of the tank that you've put her in and where that tank is. So if you've had her in an opaque nesting box, when I say opaque, something like this where it's quite dull and vision's impaired, I suppose, just suddenly going into a glass tank, that can be very stressful. Yep. If you've got it out in a lounge room or where there's a lot of foot traffic or something like that, and also depending on the size, like if it's still only small and you've put it in a 3-foot tank, it's not going to be happy. So you can, depending on the size of the tank, obviously we don't know, so you can try covering it up, just sticking some paper sheets around 3 sides at least, even cover up half of the front of it or all of the front of it if you need to, and just leave it to try and settle down.
Yep.
That's what I would do. But obviously you don't want to be moving her from a 5-litre hatchie tub into a 4-foot glass tank or whatever it is. That's, you're better off going into a larger plastic tub if that's the case. And then you can actually move that plastic tub into the enclosure. So they've got an environment they feel safe and secure in with the hide boxes and heat and all that sort of stuff in there, and allow them to, grass into the tank as they feel more secure. And at that point in time, it is the best time to just leave them alone. Don't go in, don't prod, don't play, don't look. Only want to go in there and offer them a feed, and only do that when it's at night time, the lights are off, it's dark, it's not bright, and when they're feeling they're most secure and out cruising around. Anything you want to add, Brent? Or
no, mate, I think you covered it. I'd maybe make sure you got at least a couple of hides in there, a warm end hide, cold end hide, so they can chill out where they want. Maybe some extra furniture in there, hanging plants, and you can get those vines and things stick on the inside of the glass to obstruct the vision and just make it a little bit more secluded for them. But probably stress related, as you've said. It's a big change sometimes into a bigger house.
Yeah.
David, if Daz wants anyone to hide a snake from his wife, I'll take it. look around Daz's house around him. Do you think he hides any of his snakes from anybody?
No. See, what you've got to do is get to a big enough collection that they don't know what's in it. And then you don't need to hide it, because they open the door and go, how long you had that for? Oh, yeah, a while now. Yeah.
A couple of years.
Read that one last year. I don't remember seeing that one. Oh, yeah, you don't pay any attention. So that's the key, see? You can swap and change and buy and sell and, hide your quarantine animals somewhere else. So hopefully have some quarantine set up for this season over at my mum and dad's. So that'll keep them right out of the house, which is good.
Keep it locked away.
Yeah. So when you got lots, it's easy to hide anything and everything.
Well, or just have so many that they just don't even care anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Mick, they look awesome. Might be time to get back into pythons. Never a bad time to come back.
Definitely, mate. We need to get away from those bearded dragons, mate.
Plenty going on those fronts as well. There's always some cool stuff coming out of the dragons I see posted up.
Yeah, some really nice ones. That's for sure. Yep. I don't miss all the feeding and maintenance on them though. That's for sure.
Messy.
Had my fun with breeding them years ago. So
a high maintenance animal, but stunners all the same. Always seem to find homes easy enough too.
Yeah, there's always people want them. Very cool pet.
Craig Bailey, get some of the previous clutches that you cut a week or so ago out now. Yeah, probably can do a separate show and get some stuff out and relook back at some of the cuttings, unless you've got any in tubs right there near you, if your incubator's near you, does.
No, they're all in next door, but yeah, I can do that. I know I've got a few coming up, so like it's probably not much Well, I suppose you can show a couple. I normally, once they've shed and everything, they're probably the better time to look at them. But normally by then I've slapped them in the hatchie tub. But
once set up, easy to probably might be able to make a little video that you can post up on your YouTube there. A little run through each clutch, show how they panned out from each show.
Something we can look at doing.
Michael, I from Mackay, better late than never.
Yep.
Good to have you on board.
Hey,
David, took me 8 months to calm down my albino Zeb. Pretty frequent handling. Yep. 8 months, not too bad, mate. It's some of them 18 months, 2 years before they show any signs of relenting on the aggression.
Yeah, I think it's just patience. I've seen a lot of stuff calm down. Just handling. Obviously you always want to establish your feeding regime first and make sure the animal is safe and secure and happy in its environment before you start trying to handle it. And I normally tell anybody that's like buying a snake that, handle it for a few minutes while you clean its enclosure, put it on your hand and just let it cruise around and put it back as stress-free as possible and slowly build on that. And eventually it'll start to calm down.
Yep.
Always fun.
Most of them just grow out of it in time.
Yeah, as they get older, a little bit more less fearful of predators, I suppose, is the way of looking at it.
Yep. When they're young, they think everything's going to kill them. And kind of covered Katie's question there too, in the same one that in time, sort of very slow movements.
You'll find. Sorry, Brent, go on.
So let them come to you. Just let them crawl over you. Don't try and pick them up from the top of the body. Lift them from underneath so they're not feeling threatened like something's grabbing them like a predator would.
Yep. And you'll find that most people that have larger sort of collections like we do and that probably don't handle them. I rarely handle anything. Most of the time they only get handled is during cleaning. So they'll open the drawer and I'll take the drawer out and put it right down, and then depending on the snake's disposition, I'll either hook them out or I'll pick them up depending on what it is and if I think they're going to bite or not. And I mean, I've been bitten hundreds of times. It doesn't worry me, but you don't want to be getting a food bite. So it's just a pain in the butt when you're trying to punch through cleaning as fast as you can. It's just easy to just use a hook sometimes and put them straight into I have a 50-litre tub that I put the snakes into while cleaning out their tubs and put them back in. And once they're out and settle down, I rarely use a hook at all with anything. I've got a few, even things like this guy here I just had before. He's the same. Once they kind of out and settle down, like they might be a bit flighty and carried on, but not too many actually are very bitey, so to speak. But they can be a bit annoying trying to get them back, get in there, and they keep coming back out. It's normally when you get frustrated trying to get them to go back in the rack. And they keep coming out. That's normally when you get nailed. It's like the hide's there. Go in there. And they don't. Yeah. So that's it.
Nice, Tremaine. How many fluoro clutches do you do a year?
I have 3 this year. So this one I just did, and I've got 2 Jag ones as well. So I don't normally do many. I just do enough, just a couple. And that's it. So I like to have a bit of variety. So I'll do sort of maybe 2 to 3 clutches, 1 to 2 clutches, depending on what it is. So if I'm looking for odds in something, so if it's genetic based, I'll then try to maybe do a couple more clutches. But yeah, so there's 2 more same lineage, but two Jags that are coming on. So they were the ones that made the really nice white one last year. They're all really nice, but there's just one standout in the clutch. I should actually send myself the photo and put it on the screen, but it was a cracker. But yeah, so a couple more coming, mate.
Beautiful. One up further from Tremaine. On a note of colour, do these dull with old age or stay bright till the end? I'll probably look back when we had the Zebra Jag you were out. Most people were talking about them.
Oh, so I was trying to find the question. Who was that by? Who was that?
Scroll up, Tremaine, Stacey. On the note of colour, do these dull with old age or stay bright till the end?
No, they actually hold the colour pretty well, eh? Like the girls, you'll see me if you look on my page. I'm really by design page, so I'll just see if I can. Even though these girls would now be the Jag girls would be. God, they'd have to be 7 or 8 years old, I think. I'd have to have a look. Sorry, I'm just going to see if I can find recent pics, and I'll screen share what they look like. So I would have posted them at some point in time.
Yep.
So let me just
dig in on your hard drive.
Go big. We'll screen share. I'll get rid of those filthy things that Brent sent me. No, I'm just kidding. I'll do that.
Be careful what you share off your screens, Darren.
So
you'll be booted from YouTube forever when you sign that. Look at those albino Bradleys, mate. They're nice.
Whereabouts?
Hey.
So they're no, that's not even one of my. Is that one? Yeah, that might be one. It's that girl. So these aren't young girls. So they're still holding their colour quite well.
It was sitting on eggs, so it's not young.
Yep. Yeah, and there's probably another one. So that's the mum of this clutch. So it's probably just before she laid, I'd say.
Yep. And they're probably not looking at their best at that moment either when they're sitting in sphagnum moss.
That one's to eat your face.
That one's singing you a love song.
Yep. So this is one that I was talking about. This one was the white one from last year. I took a photo. It's not the best photo. I mean, I'm not really good. I just kind of open the drawer, go, that looks nice, take a photo, and yeah, that'll do. Yep, so you can see the yellows and that's starting to come out already. So that's not even, what is it, probably just on 12 months of age.
Yep. And you can see that colour in the black sections you were talking about.
Yeah, yep. In the middle. I actually like it. Some I like to be a little bit more solid. I don't know where the other... sorry, just probably, if we can't find it. There's another one there. So
yeah, that's nice.
You can see she's all fat through here.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty nice.
An ovulation pick or sometime in season with a bit of swelling.
Yeah, coming through. One of the jungles I've held out. It's actually a pure jungle from some of the jungles I bred. So I've got a clutch of pure jungles from this line coming as well. So the dad that made the babies today produced this guy as well, or girl, I should say.
Yep. Beautiful.
I don't know why there's all photos of that. There you go.
There we go. A couple of the adults.
Yeah.
Stephen Johnson used to love watching Troy and Wayne's live shows when Wayne would get his snakes out and take a bite for the viewers. They were entertaining. He's a good sport, old Larks. He doesn't mind bleeding on live on the stream there.
Yeah. No, I don't mind it too much, but yeah. Probably different if you've got a big enough room. Well, there's no adults here. Or there is. They're all down the other end.
Yes. It's never fun, but it's always so much better when someone else gets bitten by a snake. It's never that cool when it's you bleeding.
I've handled enough snakes tonight, Brent. I'm sure you got something that'll bite you in the back.
Anything in that row. They're all just sitting there staring at me for some reason. They must think I'm going to feed them tonight or something.
Like, where's my food? So what are we up to?
Scroll on up a bit. We're trying to rip through these last couple, mate. Bo, your rodent bill must be massive.
The last order was just on $3,000. That wasn't even a lot.
It's never cool. Let's just say it's sizable, but all my money goes to the old man now, so I don't mind too much what I spend on rodents. But when you're certainly buying them all in, let's just say it's not 4 figures, it's 5 figures.
Yeah, it is. And, it comes with the territory, people go, oh, you must make a fortune when you see something. It's like, if you saw the amount of rodents I buy, I have 5 freezers that I stock up. So, and like when I say freezers, there's 3 500-litre chest freezers. There's 2 400-litre upright freezers. And I have a little freezer inside at home that I store some stuff in. So, yeah.
It's up there.
There's plenty there. Yeah, most of them. Yeah. So I normally try to stockpile. You sell something, you take that money, you buy it and stockpile, and so on and so forth. So at least that way you're covered. Animals have to be priority number one. It's not like you sell something for value and then go, oh, look at all this money I've got to spend. It's like, well, I need to make sure I got enough food.
Buy a new TV this week, because certainly you'd find it the same, that you sell stuff early in the year, and mid-year, by the end of the year, sales will slow down a bit as animals get a bit thin before the new stuff comes. But right at that moment, your food bill, when everything's back on food and feeding, is astronomical. So you certainly need to do a little bit of budgeting on money in, money out, rodents in and rodents out.
Definitely, absolutely. Or else you suddenly go, oh, like I can go through probably best part of 150 extra large jumbo rats in one feed without even batting an eyelid. So, if you suddenly go, oh boy, I'm short of extra large rats or something or other, that's what's that? 100 of those is not exactly cheap, and I'm normally in the 500 or 600, 700, 1,000 sometimes. So.
Yep, summer's a killer for the big stuff.
Absolutely. But it's the key, if you've got stuff and you're breeding it, then you need to feed it. So there's no point not doing it. So,
or even if you've got stuff and you're not breeding it, you've still got to feed it. So
feed it. That's right.
That's why stuff's sitting around forever. So still got to eat food. You've got to account for it if you just want to have snakes in tubs chilling. Katie Gordon, I've come up with a theory that the best hiding place for small variables like cash would definitely be in a Ziploc bag in your craziest snake enclosure. Probably a good measure to save money as well, I'd say. Not going in there too often to rip out a 50 for pizza.
Get yourself an Eastern Brown or a Taipan. Bring your cheer.
Yes.
Ever had any of those guys at home? You'll know all about it.
Yep.
I don't want having that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. If I want to save money, I just hide it from my wife. It's the best way to save it from being spent.
Yes.
She won't be watching tonight.
I'm scared to say anything. I'll just remain silent and neutral on the topic. Sorry. What was this one? I mean, how do you handle your big crazies?
Oh God!
I find you have to keep Brent at a decent distance with a big pole, or else the big crazy goes crazy.
Big stick normally, whacks me with it.
Same way, same thing. All the same amount. Doesn't matter what it is. Just the tub's bigger and what inside it's bigger. So only time it was ever, worrying or concerning was when I had adult scrubbies. And you're pulling out a 15-foot scrubby that's looking at you like your food, and they're actually quite placid and quite calm. They weren't overly nasty. Once you kind of got them out, they'd settle down. You could handle them easily enough. But that kind of like, had to put them into a garbage bin because they wouldn't fit into a little tub. So I had a big garbage bin to put those guys in and tip them out on the floor, literally, and then pick them up, put them back in the enclosure. Yeah. And hope that they wanted to go in, because if they came back out, you just kind of stood back and went, okay, we'll try this a different approach. But
give them some space.
I do love scrubbies. They are something, they're just different. They are just an extremely intelligent python. They are just nothing like any other Morelia you could ever keep. They're big, and it's like they know it. They're just incredible. If you're ever able and get the experience enough to be able to keep a pair of scrubbies, I would recommend just one, unless you want to try breeding them. But they're just a quite incredible species to work with. I do miss them. I'd love to have another pair for their own.
I don't love them musking when they are younger and want to squirt all over you.
Yeah, feisty ones aren't great. I've been lucky to have had 2 pairs. Unfortunately, I lost a pair with a thermostat failure when I was away, and they were the most placid snakes I had. Like the male, he was 10 foot, and you could literally just go and use a hook and put your hand out, and you just cruise up your arm and around your head and down and around, and like just never struck, never bit, never did anything. It was beautiful, but unfortunately, they don't like 40 odd degrees Celsius in their enclosures.
No, sadly not cool.
Yep.
Ryan, I think Ryan asked this the other night. We missed it. I remember reading this. Hey guys, do you guys breed feeders? I think we did talk about this on one of the shows.
As in feeders for monitors? You're talking about
feeder snakes for other snakes or monitors?
No.
certainly don't. I've always found a home for every snake. I know there's other breeders out there that cull wild types and cull certain things they don't want in clutches, but I'm not a fan of it. I've never done it, never will do it. I've managed to find homes for everything without too much hustle either. So I don't know what it is with guys that find it easier just to put things in the freezer or do horrible things to them. I guess at some point there's probably a market though for snakes that eat snakes, or monitors that eat snakes, or things that having issues feeding that need live snakes to feed off. Someone out there may embark on those missions. It certainly won't be me or Daz though.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid I have the attitude that if you breed it, then you owe it to do your best part to feed it and get it going and pass on to someone else to enjoy. So I'm not a fan of killing anything if you don't have to. So
no, I don't believe in killing something just because it's got a bad paint job. It's not its fault, whatever genetics it got. Yeah. Certainly animals with defects or, extreme problems, no doubt they are better off in another place, but not just because of how they look. I mean, look at Darren. We have him in the world still.
Yep. I should have been knocked on the head at birth, definitely.
Yeah, bloody head he's got on him.
Jag syndrome.
It's not even Jag. It's more like a scrubby head.
Highly intelligent, of course.
Yes, there's some intelligence in there somewhere. David, here's an interesting one from David. This is probably a hard question to answer, but we'll try. When prepping for the season, what percentage do you guys plan on holdbacks? So probably half what you do, though. It's hard. It's really hard depending on what you're breeding, where you're up to with things, whether it's the first time you've made them, second time you've made them. You can sell some second time round. It's tough every year. I try to keep 10 as a maximum when I do a couple of hundred hatches a year. So 10 for me is where I aim. It's always 15. There's probably 20 I keep just to have a look at later and narrow it down. It's generally I can get it back to 10 to 15. But it varies. 1 year I kept back 34 or something. When you have a unbelievable season where you get a lot of first things and things that are replacing other things, you can't avoid it too much. But
yeah,
I know this year so far. This year or last year? Last year was pretty good. I think there was only about 6 or 7, which was probably my best effort in a long time. So this season, just hatching out, didn't start well with 4 stickers already after 3 clutches. It's not looking like I'll manage to hold on to 6 again.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot
What about you, mate?
Yeah, well, it's very subjective to what your plans are and what your treatment. Like, that clutch there, for example, I was after some more Zeb Jags in particular. So I can pretty much guarantee they'll all get held back. And then because they are quite nice with the Zebs, I've got some Jags, so there's a good chance I'll move the Jags on. The wild types I'll probably move on, and then I'll hold the Zebs and the Zeb Jags just to see how they colour up. But I actually prefer to hold them longer with these guys because the older they are, or the bigger, more size they've got, the better they look. So I find them holding them back 6 to 9 months when they just start to get their colour, because they start to look quite funny because they go from being that whitish colour and they kind of hit a beige and they get patchy and the colour change in them. So I find if I could afford to hold the entire clutch on for 12 months, I probably would do, because the colours will stand out. They'll start looking like the labels over behind me here. And that's when people just go, ooh, wow. And, they're an easy sell. So
they pop. Yep. Never hard to sell yearlings that are coloured up and looking beautiful. They certainly look more impressive than a hatchie. It's hard for people to see how things will look in a year's time unless they've, seen previous animals from the same line.
Yeah. And then if you've got things that you're trying to get genetic versions out of, so you've got a double het, say pepper xanthic to another double het pepper xanthic, and if I've got a ghost and I've got this, that, and the other, I might get a few out that I think, I've got some pepper pos het xanthics now that I don't need because I already got a couple. So then you got to start weighing up, okay, what do you need, what don't you need, and then you can start looking at moving that sort of stuff on as you go. But like the wild type, post double hatch, you can only move those on. So it just depends on what hatches. The clutch I picked the other day, I think it was like a ton of wild types. So, they'll all go. I don't have the need for those. So, yeah, it varies.
Yep, absolutely. See, Joanne Birch says you're more like a file snake. So kind of cute, cuddly, harmless. Something about the shape of your head, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's a slow tongue action. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, often rolling around in the mud or something. I don't know. How
so
many snakes?
So many things I could add to that. I'm just going to leave it alone.
Leave it. Just think of your lifetime YouTube ban.
Yes.
Mitchell Holiday, how many snakes do each of you have? Daz, the question you love to answer.
I don't know. Yeah, well over 400 now, I guess.
Yeah, with how many eggs coming?
What?
Yeah.
Well, luckily there's a lot of slugs in there as well, and some that didn't make it, so probably good.
Hundreds.
I reckon. Oh, no, I don't think I'll get to 1,000. Don't think so.
No, probably a good thing too, but certainly up there in high lots of 3 numbers, no doubt. I will have half that at absolute maximum. I hope. I'd certainly rarely pop through 500, even with 250 worth of hatchies. I don't think I've been over 500 before, which is beautiful for me. I don't like the sound of your numbers at all.
When I came back here from the warehouse, I was at 540 something or other.
Yep.
And then in April, it was sold a few. Then I think it was down like 470 something or other. And then was away for work, come back, and then I think it was down. I think it was just under 400, like with everything. So plus after most stuff it's sold, still a few things that I need to sell and some adults I'm going to move on. So but yeah, and that'll build back up because obviously another season you're going to go, keep, as Brian said, keep 10 out of this clutch, 10 out of that clutch. Suddenly you go, it's a lot of holdbacks.
Suddenly the numbers grow very quickly once more.
Yeah.
What else we got there? Manya kind of want a scrubby. Well, she does some cool enclosure setups, Miss Manya. So a scrubby in your setup would be very cool. Donna, next egg cutting for me, probably about a week away, I think. End of this week, I would say. Early next week, maybe. Tremaine, what reliable thermostat? Oh, we're only talking about this today, Daz?
Yeah, we were.
Let's just say that's work in progress. It's, I don't know, there's a few good quality things on the market, and there's certainly some other stuff that needs a bit more trialing, and we'll work on that in the background for a moment.
Yeah, we've got some stuff we want to work on and try out, and then bring to the show once we kind of done. We want to trial a few things for ourselves, make sure that they're decent. So,
yep.
Background one.
Joe Birch, Pete held back 120 from last year.
Yep, that's about
Peter has a problem.
Yes, we all share the same problem as Pete.
Pete's doing a good job of not admitting he has a problem. Clearly, 120 is a good number.
It's when Pete says he's run out of rodents, it's because he's too busy feeding his own shit. That's why he's run out.
And I don't know how Pete goes with what he tells his wife, but 120 might have been what he declared or what he actually held back.
I know Joe actually gets in there and helps Pete.
He probably can't.
But see, the thing is, right, he kicks her out and Joe looks after the monitors and a lot of the four-legged type stuff. So he knows what he's sneaking around there in the ants nest, as he calls it. Yeah. So
you never know.
If he's held back 120, I can guarantee you there'll be 120 crackers that he's held back. That's for sure. He's got some stunning animals, no doubt about that.
Yeah, there's some good quality stuff lurking there.
Yeah, definitely.
Ryan's got to run. Catch you later, Ryan. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Peter, thanks for another good night. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for regular viewer.
Yeah, I have to come for a holiday. Yeah.
There's no holidays at Darren's place.
Nah, what's a holiday?
My wife was just making that exact complaint earlier tonight about businesses and work and, oh, what's the point in having holidays when you've got animals anyway? You can't even go anywhere. Like, why even bother having time off work? I was like, phew. My wife was in fine form earlier tonight.
Snap.
Someone send her a kiss and make her happy for me before I go inside, please. Katie Gordon, 500 snakes versus 3 kids seem pretty even. They got a 13-year-old and a 6-year-old and a baby.
Yeah,
There's plenty of work there with the human hatchies too.
Yeah, well, I got a 16 and a 13-year-old, so that's enough. But my wife's family, hey, you don't want to go there. You want to start talking about kids and numbers. Nephews. I'll guarantee you we'll probably beat everyone. My wife's got 2 sisters and 3 brothers, and I think between their kids, like we're already grandparents, so to speak, or from her side of the family. And I think
Grandpa Darren,
her mother's husband, so her dad, we'll say, has I think 18 or 19 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow!
So we won't even talk about those ones over there. But I think we worked out there's something like 55 or 56 or something or other, like nephews and nieces and grandnephews and nieces, just between her brothers and sisters. So
that's a cracker family gatherings.
Oh, it's massive. One's got 7, one's got 6, and then their kids have got kids, and one of her kids has got 6. So, just like, just give busy. Up. Yeah, just forget. No,
busy.
We just have 2. That's enough.
Yeah, Kraken. When's your what's next on your list, Daz? Do you remember to bring your book in this time?
No, I didn't bring the book in this time.
You were so well prepared tonight too. You had everything.
I was trying to go get it. Really going to have a look.
Everything going well. Yeah, you probably have more than I do. For some reason, you keep. I was on front on egg cuts for about when I had 4 and you had 3, and now suddenly you've got 15 and I've still got 3.
I don't know, well, mate. You need to lift your game. This is not just a one-man show here. Like,
sorry, mate. Sorry. Quality over quantity. Isn't that the rule?
It's all quality here. What are you talking about? What are you trying to say?
Oh, God. Donna Bennett over 24, 23, 21, 15, 13, 11, 7. God, year olds, 4 boys, 3 girls. That's untold work.
I worked with a guy years ago, and a long time ago when I was a pre-delivery manager at a Holden dealership, and he had Mark his name, nicest bloke you'd ever meet, and his wife was pregnant with either number 12 or 13 at the time, and he said they just love kids, and he said we just intend having kids until we can't. That was like, God. How do you feed that many? Like,
endless production.
At what point do you start not buying a Tarago and you start looking at a Toyota Coaster as your family car? Need a 33-seater, mate. What's that for? Just me and the kids.
Yep, just going to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, hectic. Venom stuff. I find the Inkbird Wi-Fi thermostat great. Oh, that's rather interesting.
There you go.
Certainly one that Daz was doing some research on earlier.
Yes, absolutely. Got to have a look around. I am in the middle of needing to get some more thermostats. So I've had a couple die. I mean, it's not overly surprising considering some I got when I was wholesaling for URS, had my own business back in 2004. So there's definitely some old thermostats around here that are still working and some that have died. So I was looking at the Inkbird ones. I've heard mixed results. Some people say they're too hard to program and others say they're great.
I might need some good English instructions maybe.
Say so. I do prefer a pulse proportionate stat over on off one, just for the steadier temperature control. But
depends what you're using for heating, I suppose.
Well, I only use cords, mats, and ceramics, so on-off will still work with them. But, I'll get a couple and trial a few out and see how they go. I like the idea of the Wi-Fi on it, being able to set it up. But, yeah, it's good to know that you think they're pretty good as well.
Nice. Well, that might do us then, I think, mate. Bo's saying he's used all Inkbird and not had a problem. That's good feedback for the Inkies. They've been around a little while. I've certainly copped some messages from over the years, as I'm sure most people have. They're pretty actively trying to get their name out there for a while.
Yeah,
we'll,
definitely.
Might talk to the bird.
Yeah.
So that might do us for tonight, mate. Hour and 30. We're gonna keep it short, and you talk too much again.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, I'll never learn, will
I? Well, where can people find you, Mr. Morelia by Design?
Yeah, Darren Morelia by Design, Facebook, Instagram, and apparently there's a YouTube channel there, which I will get around to doing something with. But some of these will be on YouTube as well. And yourself, Brent?
KHP Reptiles on Facebook, website as well. I saw a couple of emails come in tonight from the website, which is always good. And Brent Smith on Messenger. I'm still trying to get YouTube to work, but at least Daz is uploading some onto the page. So we'll get YouTube going eventually, I guess.
Yeah, we can share them over there. I'm sure that won't be a problem. And hopefully I'll have a website soon.
Yep.
It's a work in very slow progress.
It's just gathering all the pieces you need for it. Building a website's not a 2-minute job. It's a lot of images, logos, layouts. It's a huge job.
Yeah, getting logos sorted is where I'm at.
And then I've had mine for years, and I think I really need to update it from 3 or 4 years ago, and that becomes another huge job of updating.
Yeah. You've got ideas in mind, but you've got a guy to do it, but just got to get around to getting it all done. But we'll get there. Yeah, all right. Cool. Well, that's it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you popping in, saying hello, and chatting away. And hopefully we'll see you soon on the next one. Ciao for now.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.